Welcome, beautiful souls. My name is Jozee from Lily Leaf 11. So, after all the deep diving that so many of us have done over the years, it seems like we're coming to a realization that everything in this reality is fake, that this isn't the true reality, that this isn't the original divine template. So, we've called it the false matrix, we've called it an overlay, we've called it frequency distortion. So it looks like it is time. It means we are strong, we are powerful, we have been purging, we've been healing, we've been resetting, we've been working our asses off, and now the shadow is becoming seen. The shadow has nowhere to hide anymore. It's come into the light. And it's really showing this fake world. The deeper you go, the faker it gets. So basically, everything is fake. But we have to remember that this is a real experience for us because, there's so many people that have been suffering, so much crap going on. So we can't say it's not real. We need to honor everybody for what they've been through. But when I'm saying fake, I'm meaning it's not the original divine blueprint, which it's like this whole template of reality is set up for challenge, for survival, like the financial systems, the education systems, the political systems, the religious systems, the spiritual systems, all of it. I mean, the TV shows, the cartoons, the celebrities, the like musicians, not saying they've all been a part of the shadow. I'm just saying it's been set up. The whole foundations have been set up by the shadow. This shows what powerful souls we are to come into this game, to come into this reality, to be this expanded being of light and choose to come into such a dense, crazy reality. It shows how strong we really are. So this entire world, how it functions, is fake. It's not the original divine blueprint. And it's actually a relief. I send so much compassion and love to all of those that have been suffering in this reality. But at least we know now that this is not normal, that this does not need to continue because this is not normal. This has been such a controlled, fake world that has created so much stress, survival, nastiness, wars, the most awful things, children, women, men. It's crazy. So this is showing that now that it's all coming out finally, it's showing that we're ready, that we've done the work, that we are purging. And, you wouldn't be wrong to be cynical or disappointed or in despair or, disillusioned because it's a lot, Even for me, I've seen this for quite some time. I've remote viewed so much of it. I didn't even mean to sometimes. And some of the stuff that I remote viewed with children, it's just beyond sickly, the satanic stuff. So, you could lose the plot, like I even it actually started to feel like 2020 again, where the nervous system kicked in. It was like this, nothing's going to be the same again. But remember, with 2020, we did start to come out of it and started to find our way again. But we don't want to go back to what has been going on now. We do not want to put that all back in a box and keep repeating the patterns. So this is a really good thing because it means that we are ready to completely clear it and reset. Now we know that it's not normal for these things to happen to children and to adults. It's not normal for so much suffering and trauma and lack, and not even, having enough money to buy what you need, or to be so sick, or just to be so stressed. It is not the normal divine blueprint. So this is our time. This is when we have the opportunity to discover our true self. So yes, this whole entire foundation might have been created by the shadow side, but now it is time for the light. It is time for the light to shine, and that is why you are here. You are the light workers, you are the star seeds, and I know that you could feel overwhelmed, disappointed, worried, fearful, disillusioned, but don't stop now. This is what you're here for, is to create the new earth, create the divine blueprint once more. So now what? Now what? How do we do this? So this is the real journey. So this is where it really begins. But I'm not saying, like, don't freak out. It doesn't mean you have to do more hard work. It means surrendering. It means flowing with it. It means stop fighting against it. It means find your inner peace, find your true self. When you go out and try to find resolution solutions, you try to find a guru, you try to find a priest, you try to find a politician, a teacher. When you try to find something outside of yourself, then you are limiting yourself, because you have the power within you. The whole universe is within you. You have access to source. You have access to your guides. The higher angelic realms, the guardian angels. I mean, they're not, it seems silly calling them guardian angels, because they're just our friends. We know them. We hang out with them all the time. It's just like, chatting to your friend on the phone. But we have access to so much more. If the outside world is crumbling, then that is good. That is what you came here for. You volunteered. You knew this was going to happen. You are a higher being of light. So this is where we really turn into the butterfly. The metamorphosis has begun. The ascension has begun. You cannot ascend if you're holding on to the shadow. The shadow can't come up into the highest of realms. So if you're still holding on to the shadow, if this crap's still going on, then we cannot ascend. So we were going to ascend. There has been many years where there was an ascension point, but we decided as souls, as a collective, to stay and really release the shadow. That shows how strong we are. Some of us could have just bailed and gone to higher frequencies. Some call it 5D. It's actually really multi-dimensional. You're becoming multi-dimensional when you're tuning into different parallel realities. You're tuning into 5D, 6D, 7D, 12D, beyond. You can tune into other universes. So it's not just 5D. But it was just easier to say 3D to 5D rather than 3D to multi-dimensional, because that can be a bit overwhelming. But you can see a lot of people are multi-dimensional. That's why they're saying, they're saying a lot of people have ADHD and neurodiversity, but they're multi-dimensional. Everyone's becoming multi-dimensional. So I see they want to give medication to a lot of people now. But, up to you guys to decide. But we are really awakening to our potential, and it's just about finding the tools that work for you. A nice calm meditation, yoga, a walk, nature, a swim, the exercise that you love, dancing, chakra balancing, like anything that works for you. And I know it is confusing, because even a lot of the gurus are coming out that they have been in the files, and I had the same thing. I wrote a a couple of books in 2020, and I haven't gone back and had a look. But I never actually showed anybody my books. I called it Indie B was my name. Positive Vibes, this one, but I haven't actually looked at it. But I remember I did a couple of Deepak, there was Deepak quotes. And then I started to see that Deepak's soul was disappearing, that he had been kind of taken over by the elites. And I was like, oh, great. So that means now my books, I don't want to show anybody my books because it has the negative shadow side in it. And this is what is happening for everybody, is so many things that we have loved. We have, like cartoons, the shadow has been all through the cartoons. I mean, I knew about The Simpsons, but I didn't know, like now people are saying SpongeBob, Nickelodeon has it's the same shape. The logo is the same shape as Epstein Island, all of that stuff. So, I mean, if it's in cartoons, that's how low can it be? So what we need to do is, instead of trying to find the gurus or the people that we think know it all, we need to go within. We need to start to completely build a foundation of a new world, one with peace, one with calm, one with flow, one with fun. So we look at our creativity. And I know we have been taught in this world that we're not good enough, that we're not creative, that we suck, we got marked on, you didn't get a high enough grade, or your friends laughed at you, or you got told that you are sinful, or that you should feel guilty, or you should, the older generations got seen but not heard, so you shouldn't express yourself. We got so squished. So now it is time to really be yourself. What are your gifts? You must be good at something. Source energy is powerful. You are a part of source energy. Everybody gets their own soul signature. So you got a special part of source to share. Okay, you are here to share your gifts. That is your purpose. You are here to be yourself. If you feel different, if you feel like you're wrong, you're guilty, you're the black sheep, then that is not who you are. You are the original divine blueprint. You're the one that's shaking up the system, the messing with the algorithms, because it's not the real world. It's a fake world. If you're not fitting in, it's because you're not fake. Okay, sorry. Just had to tell you that. So allow your true self to take the front seat. This is your time to shine. Okay? Surrender the mind. The mind can play little tricks on you. The ego is an interesting personality construct, and it has been programmed. It can be helpful. We can't get rid of it in the human body, so we need to tame it. Put it to the back of your head. Let it have a little party at the back of your head while you go down into your heart and discover your true self. Connect with source or whoever is the highest point of consciousness that you believe will support you. Go to the top out, go out. The guides are saying, go out of the false matrix. Visualize yourself going out of it. Some people see Earth round, some people see it flat, but it's actually multi-dimensional. There's this, I can see it's like a frequency band it's almost like a computer code, the fake code, a template that has subtle reminders of the divine blueprint, just so that we feel more comfortable in it, but it's a fake world. So go out, visualize going beyond the earth, the false earth matrix. Go beyond, go beyond the universe, and go into either, if you want to call it source frequencies, or just become all that is, and really trust yourself. Okay, so find the joy. Find the joy for no reason. Just find joy, rather than needing something to make you feel joyful, rather than needing something to make you feel happy. Obviously, I'm not saying don't try to manifest money. I'm not saying don't try to be greedy, because all of that stuff's fun as well. Being able to buy stuff and create, having more money can help you be creative as well. But go into the space where you already have what you need, and then you will be abundance. Then you will have more and more of what you want. So this is where we actually start to shine. This is it, okay? We could look at what is going on out there and just be completely depressed, completely like just wanting to stay in a hole, wanting to not see anybody, or wanting to just go yell at everybody, wanting to be angry, be fearful that the shadow side has been running this whole frickin' program. But we knew, and we know, there's something more, there's something deeper, and that this is only a game and doesn't last long. That all is well, and that in the end, there will be no suffering. But you came here to transmute the old and bring in the new. You came here because you're powerful. You came here because you know. You came here because you are of the light. You have light codes activating wherever you go. You are resetting and reprogramming the old systems, and that's why they are coming into the light, to be seen, to be dissolved. So well done. I love you guys so much. If you would like more, join me on Patreon. I'll put the link below. So that is for, bonus content. So you are not going crazy. You are not going mental. You are not broken. You are awakening. So join me for more in a safe space on Patreon, in the Soul Lounge, the Lily Leaf 11 Soul Lounge with me, Jozee. Please like, subscribe, follow. It really helps me out so I can keep doing this stuff. So I appreciate you guys for being here, and sending love and light, and hang on in there. I know it is crazy. Apparently we are very strong souls because we love these games. Oh, I don't know. I saw myself before I came. I put my hand up for this. I don't know. I'm sure it will all make sense soon. All right. Love you.